Remember, Johannesburg is the city of gold.
I want money.
To chase the South African dream.
It's a city of gold.
Actually Johannesburg because of the job opportunities.
Because it's life. As cliche as it may sound, it's the city of gold.
Yes, I am walking into this video because I do want you to notice the shirt I'm wearing. It says, I love JHB, which translates to I love Johannesburg. Do I love Joburg? 947? I don't know. But I think it really depends on how it treats me at that moment and how it's going to treat me in the future. But that's what this video is all about. It's all about Johannesburg. I went out onto the streets and I asked people, why are you here? Why do you live in Johannesburg? Whether you know it as Joziburg, Johannesburg, or the big bad jungle, I'm sure you also know it as the city of gold. And this name is derived from the fact that back in the 1880s, there was a gold rush and people were very interested in what lay deep down beneath the hills of the Witwatersrand. Whether or not there is still gold in the city, people are still coming here for another type of gold. A gold of opportunity, gold of fame. Whether people are not really truly reaching that, I don't know. Whether or not they're receiving that, I don't know. I can speak for myself and you know what I mean? But this is what South Africans had to say when I asked them this question. Why are you in Johannesburg?
I came to Johannesburg to chase the South African dream. I started off by going to school at UJ. And then unfortunately I dropped out, but I bounced right back, found employment, and yeah, ended up being stationed here permanently, pseudo-permanently. I'd like to move at some point, but I'm enjoying the city life.
What is the South African dream?
The South African dream is to build a family, grow wealth, and hopefully pass it on to me.
Are you on your way to that?
Yes, making admirable steps towards it.
So I was born in Eastern Cape. I came to Joburg because there's really no work in Eastern Cape. So my entire family moved here. And they've been hustling ever since. And I'm trying to do the same, girl. It's not easy.
How has the experience been? Have you found work?
Right after high school, it's been challenging. But you know, there's always jobs if you push hard. It's not easy to keep them. But if you find the right job, if you have the passion for it, Joburg is a place for you.
I was born and raised in Johannesburg, and plus like my parents have been staying here for the past 20 years, and I go to school here and they work here. So
would you ever consider leaving Joburg?
Not right now, because I'm comfortable staying here. I'm kind of comfortable, yeah. I kind of like the lifestyle. I wouldn't want to leave because I'm used to it. Like I don't want to get used to another place.
I'm in Johannesburg because I'm actually studying filmmaking.
Why filmmaking in Joburg?
Filmmaking in Joburg because, as cliche as it may sound, it's the city of gold. I actually really want to work with Bonga Persifilagas because he's my biggest inspiration. He is a writer. He writes for various contents on TV like Skimsam, The Queen, The River, and all that. And he doesn't get that much credit.
Originally, I'm from Northwest Province.
Why move from the Northwest to here?
Because things that side, it's a bit slow, the corruption. So there are not much of opportunities that side than this side. Most of the opportunities come from Johannesburg.
Because it's life.
Joburg is life. What do you mean by that?
It's a city of gold. I want money.
You want money.
Yeah.
How are you going to make your money here?
I'm gonna make plans. I'm not sure why I'm gonna make plans, but I'm gonna make plans.
The reason why I'm in Johannesburg is because it all started with school. Obviously, because people from back home obviously come here to school in Johannesburg. But then I elevated to something else. I'm like, you know what, even after schooling, let me see what's gonna happen. Let me see where the hype is gonna take me in Johannesburg. Because a lot of people I understand the crime and everything in Johannesburg, but I need to fix that. We need to fix that as the youth.
Inkinga ngisejozi ngizele ukuthi ngizofuna isipana. Ngifuna usipana, ngibe grand, ngifanele abanye abantu elifini. Ngiziphilela impilo yami. Ngibona ukuthi angisasucceed elifini nami ngifanele abanye abantu.
Uvelaphi? Uvela kwephi province?
Mina ngivele Eastern Cape eBhayi.
eBhayi. Kutheni usuke Eastern Cape eBhayi uzoza apha eJoburg? Kutheni ungahlelanga pha?
Inkinga isipana sitholakala Eastern Cape sister.
Usitholile isipani manje?
Ngakasithole sasifuna saserafu. Mara ngizosithola bona ngiyangilahla ithemba yabo.
Okay, I'm here to study, but right now I'm going to Pretoria.
Why did you choose to study in Joburg?
To be honest, I don't have a reason. I just wanted to get away from home, yo. I've been there for all my life, so obviously I wanted to get out and see South Africa, like, yeah.
Yeah, ngizela usipana.
Uvelaphi?
Ngisuke eThekwini.
Why kutheni ungakwazi usipana eThekwini? Why?
Ngidlala ama-agent eThekwini.
Udlala ntoni?
Ama-agent.
Ama-agent?
Ama-agent yile abantu abasitholela imisebenzi angithi. Then sesijera imali yethu.
Oh, kudlala ama-agent.
So angikwazi ukuthi ngasebenza imali yami ngibe ngiyishare nama-agent. Mina badla kakhulu ngami.
eJoburg kubhetere?
Kungcono akukho that bad.
Well, I was born here, so I'm here because I was born here.
Why not move to another province?
I don't know any other province besides Gauteng.
No other place to live. Cost of living is too expensive.
Where are you from?
Johannesburg originally.
And you've never considered moving?
I stayed at the coast for a while, but money is not good enough.
I initially came here for studies. I went to Wits, but I finished and I now work in downtown.
Why did you decide to come to Wits or Joburg to study?
Because this is where the life is. This is where it all goes down. So I wanted to see where the life was because I'm from Limpopo originally, so it's not that fast that side. So coming here was a really culture shock for me. It was very fascinating to come here and see all the big lights and all this fast life. So I just came here to see the life.
And have you seen it? Have you experienced it? Have you gotten what you wanted to get out of Joburg?
I'm trying to. I mean, this is the land of gold, right? This is how big. So, I mean, you can't really say you came here to get what you want until you actually make it. You know, and you make it out of here, you move to a better neighborhood out of Braamfontein. So, I don't think I've made it yet, but I'm on my way.
Well, I was born and brought up here, so it makes sense to be here. And remember, Johannesburg is the city of gold. Everyone is here, including the entire continent, you know? So it's good to be here because that's where the hustles are. Even people around the country, they all come here. That's why Joburg is so congested. So it's good to be here despite the congestion.
Would you consider leaving Joburg to go to another province?
Nah, not in South Africa. Maybe in another country. South Africa is nice. You know how humorous people in this country are. Everything, it doesn't matter how serious it is, it becomes a joke. And that keeps us going during tough times.